Okay, and so as usual, we will just start seated on our block. Our hips elevated a little bit above our knees, if that's comfortable, or seated on a blanket. Just any comfortable seat as we get started. Stretching out our spine. Our Sushumna, all of you have seen the picture in the book. So remember, the reason that we're doing this is to make space in our spine, and also the Ida and the Pingala, the two that go around that energy channel that create the 7 most prominent chakras that we hear, that I have learned about in my life, although there are many, many chakras. Okay, just a nice comfortable seat. Thank you all for coming to practice today. You are beautiful practitioners of this ancient wisdom. Let's just first close our eyes gently and just notice your natural breath. I'm just going to take a quick moment of quiet time for ourselves because I kind of need it. It's been a crazy week. Let's gently begin to take control of our breath, inhaling through our nose and exhaling out the nose. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling out the nose, and gently working our way into that fire breathing or the Ujjayi breath, where it's as if we're exhaling onto a mirror, except that our mouth is still closed. So let's inhale through the nose, slightly constricting the back of the throat, and then exhaling, air coming out the nose, mouth closed, but as if you're exhaling onto a mirror. And let's just continue that breath. And then gently, let's open your eyes if you haven't already done so. And maintaining with that breath, that ocean-like wave of breathing, let's gently begin to bring our arms up overhead on an inhale. Palms touching at the top. And on the exhale, pull the palms down to the heart center. And again, arms out to the sides, taking up big space. Inhaling. Exhaling, pulling the palms back down to the heart center. And again. Inhaling all the way up. Pulling that energy down to the heart center. Allow your hands to lie on your thighs. And let's have the chin come down to the chest. And inhaling, right ear to right shoulder. Exhaling, chin back down to the front. Inhale, right, left ear, left shoulder. Exhale, chin back down to the front. Continue at your own pace, using that Ujjayi breath. And imagine your head is heavy, like a bowling ball as you come forward, allowing it to really pull and stretch those muscles of the back of the spine. And on your next breath, let's come back to a neutral position. And let's put our arms out to the side and flip our palms all the way up and then all the way the opposite way. So we want the thumbs to point all the way back with the palms up. And then see if you can flip them so the thumbs are pointing all the way back again. Keep your arms really straight, coming out of the shoulder socket. And what we're really aiming to do here is to feel as much movement as possible in your shoulders. Coming to a pause, let's make our cactus arms. And our right arm goes down just a little bit below the left, crossing over. And then coming to your version of eagle arms. There's lots of variations. Back of the hands together, palms together. Gently bring your elbows up a bit, maybe towards your chin or your mouth or your nose, that level. Hands are pointing straight up still. And inhale and make space between all of your vertebrae here. Feeling that nice lengthening in the back, upper back and neck. Couple more big breaths here. On your next exhale, let's go ahead and straighten the arms out, back of the hands together, and then flip them over so you can clasp your hands. And let's work our forearms here. Just warming up a bit. Okay, arms back out to the side. Let's enjoy a couple of more big shoulder rotations now. And back to our cactus arms. This time, left arm under the right into your eagle arms. Raising the elbows, fingertips still pointing straight up to the sky. And as you inhale, make space between each of your vertebrae. Nice adjustment. Couple more big breaths here. Remembering to continue to use that ocean breath or that ujjayi breath throughout practice today. Let's extend our arms. Flip them over, flip the hands over so the palms can clasp, and then we'll work our forearms from the other side. Very good. And we'll just put our arms back out to the side. Look over towards your right hand and let's plant the right hand on the floor. And now gazing at the left hand, reach that left hand up to the sky. The left hip stays planted in the ground. Reaching, feeling that great lengthening happening from the left hip out through the left fingertips. Inhaling. Growing. Bring your bicep up by your ear. See how that feels. Gaze just beyond your fingertips. On an inhale, watching the left hand, come back up to a seated position, and let's plant the left hand. Look over at the right. Inhale, reaching up to the sky with the right hand now. Feel that lengthening from the right hip out through the right fingertips. Look just beyond the fingertips. Remember that ocean-like breath right here. Big inhale. Big exhale. Bring the bicep closer to the ear. Gaze beyond the fingertips again, making sure the right hip stays connected. One more big breath. And on your next inhale, watching the right hand come back up to a seated position. Let's roll our shoulders back. Big rolls here. Okay, let's roll them forward. Nice. Okay, plant your fingertips right in front of you, and let's walk our hands out so that we get a forward bend here, looking for a nice bend. Really, we're looking for the bend to happen in the hip. As you inhale, lengthen your spine. Then exhale, maybe you can fold just a little bit more. When you get to the end of your fold, go ahead and allow your head to hang. Walk your hands over to the left, allowing the body to fall over the left thigh now. This stretches for our right. We should try to keep our right hip connected. Walk over to the right. Stretching the left side now. And let's walk forward. One more nice lengthening breath here. And on your exhale, walk yourself back up to your neutral seated position. Let's bring the soles of our feet together. And just allow, if you'd like, it might feel good to flap your wings here a little bit. Or you can just allow your legs to fall to the side. It might feel good just to straighten your legs out here. Move your knees up and down. Whatever you need to do for just a moment here so we can get into a nice comfortable seat. And then find yourself a seat where we can do our alternate nostril breathing. That's very comfortable for you. And remember with this, let me close the door real quick. Morning air traffic, it's very loud. Okay, here we go. Okay, we found our comfortable seat. Left hand will use our Gyan Mudra, index finger and thumb are touching, and that just sits nicely on the left thigh. Right hand, fold down your peace fingers, and then the thumb and the ring finger, you okay? Okay, thumb and the ring finger will close our nostrils. I'll do our counting, just breathe them on. Let's take a big cleansing inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Inhale for a count of 4. Thumb closes the nostril. Exhale for a count of 8. Inhale for 4. Close the finger, open the thumb. Exhale for 8. Inhale for 4. Close the thumb, open the finger. Exhale for 8. Inhale for 4. Close the finger, open the thumb. Exhale for 8. Inhale for 4. Close the thumb, open the finger. Exhale for 8. Inhale for 4. Close the finger, open the thumb. Exhale for 8. Inhale for 4. Close the thumb, open the finger. Exhale for 8. Release the hand and enjoy a moment of stillness. Gently open your eyes and work your way into a tabletop position on your mat using a blanket under the knees. We'll go through our tabletop series here. So our standard tabletop, wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips. You can either have your toes flexed and pointed into the mat or open flat. A little bit of cat and cow to begin. Drop the belly, inhale, head and crown reach up. Exhaling, belly to spine. Head and crown pointing down. Inhaling, coming back up. And continue this at your own breath. Let's all meet back in a neutral position and go side to side. So as we inhale, let's look over the right shoulder at the right hip. Exhale back to the front. Inhale, look over the left shoulder at the left hip. Exhale back to the front. And continue, same pattern. Stretching spine from side to side here. And then let's bring our knees together and our feet together. And let's just take a moment here. Press your glutes back to your heels and just sit back on your feet. Have your foot wide open, the top of your foot laying flat on your mat. Toes are pointing back. Stretch out the tops of our feet for just a moment. Okay, let's work our way back into our tabletop position. Now for our balancing stick. Let's begin with the left arm out, right leg out behind us, reaching in both directions, pressing strongly into the right hand, remembering your Ujjayi breath. On your next inhale, bend the right leg, reach back with the left hand. Continue breathing. Gently kick that right foot into the left hand. If you want to challenge your balance, look back at your foot. Gently release, reaching out straight again into your balancing stick. Let's plant the left hand under the left shoulder. Plant the right foot and move the left foot to become your kickstand for our side plank. You can inhale, reach that arm up. Press strongly into the left hand and the right foot. See if your right knee comes up a little bit. One more big breath, reach. Reach all the way forward now with the right hand. Plant the right hand on the floor. Fix the feet out behind you with the legs coming straight out of the hips. The right foot is straight, right leg is straight, left knee is bent. Press your hips up. Stretching that the left side of the body. I'm sorry, the right side of the body. On an inhale, look forward and come back forward, back onto your knees. Okay, let's do the other side. Left foot out behind you, right arm up by the bicep. Press firmly into the left hand. Remember your Ujjayi breath. Bend the left leg. Reach back with the right hand. Kick the right foot, kick the foot into the hand. Stretch the shoulder. Exhale, reaching in both directions again. Plant the hand. Plant your feet, setting up for your side plank. Pressing into the right hand and the left foot. See if you can get your right knee off the floor. Reach that left arm up and over. Plant the left hand. Put your feet behind you. Raise the hips for a little down dog. And on an inhale, look forward and bring both your knees down. Take your knees as wide as the mat. Bring the toes together. Press the heels to the glutes. And let's let the belly, the chest, the forehead all lie down in a child's pose for a rest here. Work your way back into your tabletop. Move your hands forward just a bit So you can go into a down dog and plant the toes, lift the hips, and straighten the legs as much as you can. It's comfortable. Pressing the shoulders onto the back. Just for a moment here. And on an inhale, look forward between your hands and walk forward to a forward fold. Let's place our hands on our hips and rise from the chest, coming to a stand. Getting ready for our sun salutations. Quickly check your feet. Make sure the ankles are under the hips. Shoulders over the hips and ankles. Nice straight spine. And paying close attention to our Ujjayi breath. Let's bring our hands to our heart center. Inhale, arms rise up overhead, little arch in the back. Exhale, bending forward, bend the knees. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, plant the hands, step back with the right foot. Right knee comes down. Inhale the heart forward. Breathe here. Engage your right glute to help release the right front hip. Plant the hands. Step back with the left foot to the top of a plank. Take a big breath here, pressing into the hands. And on an exhale, drop the knees, the chest, the chin. Inhale, pressing the pelvis and toes into the floor, using the back muscles for cobra. Exhale through your tabletop, into a down dog. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, right knee comes all the way to nose. Plant the right foot. Left knee touches. Inhale the heart forward. We'll take a couple of breaths here. Engage the left glute to see if it'll release the front of the left hip for you. On your next inhale, straighten the back leg, lifting the knee. And on your exhale, step forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up with a flat back. Exhale, folding forward. Hands on hips. Inhaling, rising from the heart. Arms rise up overhead, arch the back. Exhale, palms touch. Hands down to the heart center. Couple of breaths here. Let's inhale, arms rise up overhead, arch in the back. Exhaling, folding forward. Inhale, rise halfway. Exhale, stepping back with the left foot. Left knee comes down. Inhale your heart forward. Plant the left hand. And let's gently twist. Right arm rises. One more breath here. And on your exhale, hand comes back down. Inhale, pick up the back knee. And on your exhale, let's take the right foot back to the top of a plank. Inhaling, press the hands into your mat. Exhale, drop the knees. chest and chin. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Exhale for your down dog. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, left knee to front. Plant the left foot. Inhale the heart forward. Okay, now for our twist, plant the right hand. Left arm rises. Reach with that left hand. On an exhale, left hand comes back down. Inhale, the back knee rises. Exhale, step forward to a forward fold. Inhale, rise halfway with a flat back. Exhale, folding. Hands to hips. Inhale, rising from the chest. Arms up overhead. Arching the back. Exhaling, hands to your heart center. Excellent work. Now let's work on our balance with my favorite, our tree pose. Okay. Let's begin today by bringing all of our weight into our right foot, and then our left foot becomes our branch, either with the kickstand at the floor, the calf, the thigh, anywhere along the leg, just not the knee. Wow, I'm losing my balance today. Really pressing the leg into the foot and the foot into the leg. Arm variations, inhale, arms up overhead. Reaching, stretching, making space in the spine. Exhale, bring those arms around back. Clasp the fingers. Point your index fingers and roll your shoulders onto your back. Looking up a little bit. And coming back, let's hug our knee in. Nice work, tree. Very good. Okay, shake it out. Let's bring all our weight into our left foot now. Left leg becomes our trunk. Right leg becomes our branch. If you really concentrate on pressing your foot into your leg and your leg into your foot, it will help your balance. Some arm variations. Arms up overhead. Reach those arms all the way around the back. Clasp your fingers the weird way, the opposite way that you normally do. Point your index fingers down at the ground, looking up. Wow, okay, hug that knee in. Nice. Nice work. Nice, testing our balance is very good. Let's step back to the front of our mat. Inhale our arms up, overhead. Exhale, folding forward. Just a nice forward fold here. Just let yourself hang. Grab the opposite arms. Let's bring our feet down to the, our hands down to the floor, right in front of our feet. Sidestep your feet a little bit out to the sides of your mat and point your toes out a little bit, maybe like 30, 45 degrees. Bend the knees. Let's come into a yogi squat here. Using the elbows, we can use them to open our hips a little bit. We can even sit on a block here if we would like. Just another little hip opener for us. Nice breathing. One more big inhale. On the exhale, gently bring your arms around the back and lower yourself to your bottom. And let's curl up into a little ball. Hug yourself. Tuck your head. Look down at your heart center. Let's prepare. Let's roll up and down our mat. Or alternatively, just lay down on your back. I'm going to take a little roll here because it feels good. And we can all just meet up laying on our backs, bottom of the feet down on the floor. Let's put our hands at our sides so that our fingertips just brush our heels. Thumbs are pointed in, palms are facing down to the ground. Work yourself so that your shoulders are lying on the floor. And then let's see if you can get your back so that you can kind of feel your spine straightening out and press your lower spine or your sacrum into the floor. And we're going to do that breathing that we did last week. So what we're going to do is we're going to inhale while we bring our arms up, overhead, inhaling all the way until our palms touch the floor. Then we're going to exhale, bring our arms back the opposite way. Our palms touch the floor as we exhale. Okay, inhale, the back of your hand is going to go to the floor. Arms come up. All the way up overhead. It's almost like you're breathing yourself with your arms. Exhale, arms come all the way back down. A couple more like this. And we can add a variation here if we'd like. As we inhale and our arms are coming up, let's lift our hips too. Pressing, using your glutes and your hamstrings and pressing your feet into the floor. And then exhale, the hips come back down with the arms. Hey, Rosebud, come here, baby. A couple more of either. And then we're going to come back to our starting position with the bottom of our feet on the floor. Our fingertips can just brush our heels. Our shoulders are on the floor. And now we're going to work our way into our bridge pose. So let's lift our hips. And maybe you want to clasp your hands underneath your body. And you can work your shoulders under you. And then you can press the arms into the floor as you're using the muscles on the back of your body to open up the front for our heart opener today. Alternative arms I really like, just having the upper arm on the floor, fingers pointing up. Engaging the glutes, engaging the back muscles, the hamstrings, the calves. One more big inhale here, and on your exhale, lower yourself back down to the ground. Hands by your sides. Let's walk our feet out a little bit further from each other, and then just windshield wiper our legs. Let our knees fall to the left. Then bring them up and over, let them fall to the right. Up and over to the left, just as it feels good. Okay. Begin to reset yourself. Bottom of the feet on the floor, fingertips can brush the heels, shoulders engaged. And let's do another bridge. So choose your arm variation, lift the hips, Work the shoulders under you. Engaging the glutes and the hamstrings. You can open up the front body here. As you engage the glutes, you might notice that your hips will release in the front. I've just learned this over the last week, kind of been playing with it. And when you're done, just bring yourself back down to the floor. Let's grab our knees, hug them in, and gently roll yourself back up to a seated position. Do our forward fold and our twist. I like to raise my hips just a little bit, so I'm holding my blanket. One more time from my normal use. I'll sit up on that. Let's begin by straightening our legs out in front of us. Wherever you're sitting, on a blanket or the floor or a little block, just make sure your sits bones are connected. Let's just sit up really tall. Let's place our palms down by our hips. Press your palms in if you can reach the floor. Sit really tall. Maybe your hips come up off the blanket or the block just a hair. And release. Now for our forward fold. Feel free to bend the hips. We really want to make this a bend between the hip and the hip here. So let's inhale our arms up. Exhaling, fold so that your belly, your low ribs, your chest connect with the thighs. Reach forward, grab the feet, the ankles, whatever, a strap, whatever you can get. And as you inhale, lengthen your spine. Then exhale, maybe you can fold just a little bit more. And you keep that pattern going. And once you find your limit, no, baby. Once you find your limit, you can tuck your head forward. And the idea behind this stretch is to stretch out all those muscles on the back body that we were just using for our heart opener. So let's just relax here for a breath count of 5. And on an exhale, you can work your way back up to a seated position. Keeping the left leg straight out in front of you with the foot flexed. Let's bend the right leg, right foot outside the left thigh. Inhale, left arm reaches. Exhaling, left arm hugs the right leg. Right hand comes to the base of the spine. Gently twist. Inhaling, spine lengthens. Exhale, look over the right shoulder. Inhaling, press the right big toe into the floor. Exhaling, look over the right shoulder. A couple more breaths of this pattern. On your next breath, gently take a counter twist, just twisting to the opposite side. And let's unwrap our right leg. Let's straighten the right leg out in front of us. Right foot is flexed. Left foot comes to the outside of the right thigh. Inhale, right arm rises. Exhale, right arm hugs the left leg. Left hand comes to the base of the spine. Inhale, extend the spine. Exhale, look over the left shoulder. Continue that pattern. Inhale, extend. Exhale, twist. And on your next breath, gently come out of the twist and take a pretty little counter twist to the opposite side. And let's unwind our legs and come to lying on our backs. Preparing for our shoulder stand. And again, many variations for this. I'm going to demo just the standard shoulder stand today. Hands can be right at the hips. We roll our knees into our chest. Hands come to the base of the spine. Legs come up. All of your weight is in between the shoulder and the elbow and the two shoulders, not in the neck. Variations here, you can bring the soles of your feet together. You can take the legs out wide. If you'd like to add on a plow pose, bring the feet overhead till the toes maybe touch the floor. Clasp the hands. Press the hands into the floor. When you're ready, come back to lying on your back. Let's thread the needle or do our number 4 stretch. Take your right ankle above the knee on the left thigh. Reach the hands through, grab the left thigh. Flex both feet strongly. Right elbow presses right knee away as you gently pull the left knee in. And now press your sacrum into the floor. Let's release and go to the opposite side. Left ankle on the thigh above the right knee. Reach the hands through, grab behind the right thigh. Flex both feet strongly. Left elbow presses left knee away. Hands gently draw the right knee to the shoulder. Remembering to press the sacrum into the earth. Mm-hmm. We can release the stretch and hug the knees in. Reach the arms between the knees, and with your peace fingers, grab the big toes. Happy baby. Rock the baby. Massaging the back. Feels good. And straighten the legs. Bring the bottom of the feet to the ground and the arms out to the sides of you, either in a T or a cactus, depending upon how much room you might have. And press your feet into the floor. Lift your hips gently. Move them to the left a couple of inches. Bring your knees to your chest. And allow the knees to fall to the right. Look over the left shoulder. Supine twist. Hug the knees back into the chest. Bottom of the feet back to the floor. Lift the hips. Move the hips over to the right and set them down. Knees into the chest. Then allow the knees to fall to the left. Looking over the right shoulder. Unwind yourself, coming to a nice stretched out position. You can lie flat on the floor, feet fall to the side, arms out by the side, palms facing up. For relaxation, or if you prefer, you may sit up if it's better sometimes. And just close your eyes for just a couple minutes to close out our practice. Reach your hands overhead and stretch the right side of the body and the left side of the body. When you're ready, turn to your right side if you're laying flat. Curl up into a fetal position for just a moment. Pressing the strong left hand into the ground, press yourself up to a seated position. Thank you all for joining today, for being such consistent practitioners. I really appreciate it. Literally keeps me doing my practice every day of the week just to get to come here and share with you all. So I really appreciate it. I hope you all can find some peace and something beautiful and nice during this week until we get back together. You guys take care.